December is here and I am so excited. This is one of my favorite months of the year for so many reasons. I love winter weather. I love a good coat. I love sweaters. I love layering. I prefer that over summer. Don't come for me. Of course, Christmas season. I always loved Christmas since I was a kid, but having your own kids, I feel like it makes everything even more magical. They're so excited, so you're excited for them. So that definitely, I don't know, it just makes December so special. And also in the beauty world, I think the best content is released in December. Not only do we have Vlogmas, which I adore watching, and one day I will be able to do Vlogmas, but we also have the favorites, the best of the year, the rankings. Oh, those are some of my favorite videos, and honestly, some of the most helpful videos, which I have many coming up in December. But today I'm going to focus on best luxury releases. Wow, that was a tongue twister for me. So my favorite releases of 2024 luxury edition. Now, a few of these products, I wasn't sure if I should consider them luxury, but I just kind of went off of a price tag and how much I paid for this product, and is that luxury price or not? So if it was, I just put it in the luxury pile. But I have many other videos, favorites and rankings and all that coming in December. So make sure you subscribe down below and let's get started. When it comes to luxury, there's only a few categories in my life where I will spend the money on luxurious products. Makeup, of course, is one of them. I enjoy everything about it. I enjoy purchasing luxury makeup. I enjoy the packaging, the application, having a pretty luxurious packaging, sitting on your counter and applying it every day. It just brings me joy. If you know, you know, there's something about it, and I enjoy that process so much. Another area is fragrance, like niche luxurious fragrances. That is a more recent, in the past couple of years, discovery for me. But I am so sensitive to scents, and I remember scents over faces, names, anything like that. So whenever I discovered the world of niche fragrances, it's like a whole new world was open to me, and I absolutely love finding unique, niche, luxurious fragrances. And then the third category is jewelry, which is probably the wisest out of all of them because it's the most long lasting. Because my jewelry is real gold, real diamonds, these are not going to tarnish. They're not going to go bad. You're going to have them your entire life if you don't lose them. And you're going to be able to gift them to your kids. So for me, I like investing in good, luxurious jewelry. So today I want to share with you guys a few new pieces that I have from Idyl, and they are partnering with me for this portion of the video, and I just have to say a huge thank you to them. I love this company. I love the pieces, and I feel honored that they want to partner with me, and I just love these pieces so much. I want to share with them with you. It is the Christmas season, and if you have a very special someone, or if you want to gift yourself something for Christmas, these are incredible. All Idyl pieces are made with 14 karat gold, and they use lab-grown diamonds. And I love that. It is a much more sustainable way to get your diamonds. Your cut, your clarity is so much better, and at a fraction of the cost. They are real diamonds. They're just created in the lab, and they are so sparkly. These are all handmade, and the design is so unique and fun, exciting, but also classic and elegant. I don't think these will ever go out of style. They are beautiful pieces, and I love the modular experience that you get with them. Their holiday packaging is so beautiful. The box that it comes in, the presentation, just imagine opening this Christmas morning. It's incredible. There is a free gift with your order. Right here, I have the luxury organizer, and this is bigger than I thought it would be. It is so beautiful. They do have smaller sizes as well if you just want to travel with it, but this feels so luxurious. It's velvety. It's such good quality, And so you can store your jewelry right here, and you can travel with it or just honestly keep it on your vanity because it's so beautiful. One of my favorite things about Idyl is their modular system. So the way this works is you pick a stud. I am showing you here 3 different sizes of the stud. There's the petite, there's the medium, and then there's the big one. And you can see here the difference in my ears, just how the ratio is between them. I found it a little difficult to pick the right size, so hopefully seeing them one next to each other will give you a good idea of the sizing. And I have to say, the style of the studs, I find them so modern and elegant at the same time. You do have a thin bezel of gold around the diamond, and I feel like that makes the diamond look even bigger than it is. So I love the studs by themselves. I wear them all the time. But once you get the stud, you can buy different add-ons. So there's different designs that you can add to your stud that gives you a whole nother look of an earring, which is where the modular experience comes in, because you just buy one stud and then you can buy all kinds of different add-ons. I have multiple add-ons and I want to share with you guys a few of my favorites, but I just love to mix and match and play with my earring designs. One of the most luxurious, beautiful, elegant is the Bea. I find this design so unique, so beautiful. It's a very impactful, but also very elegant at the same time. I've had one of these add-ons for a few months and I loved it so much that I just needed the pair, because I think this is one of the most beautiful earrings that I've ever seen. I have paired these with the larger studs and I love the way these look together. I think it makes such a statement, yet so unique and elegant. Another add-on that is a favorite is the Leah. This is one of the first pieces that I have from Idyl, and to this day, I wear it pretty much every single day. I also added the Apollo chain. You can wear this so many different ways, but I like to pair mine with 2 tiny hoops, but you can also use a stud to connect it. And I think this gives such a big impact. This is one of those pieces that I always get asked about. I think it is absolutely stunning. And I also have a cuff. This is called the Power Cuff. It has diamonds all around. And I like that it's a very stable. It will not fall out of your ears and you do not need to have piercing for this one. The same modular system applies to their necklaces. You buy the chain that has 3 different lengths. It is beautiful. Very elegant chain, and then you can do add-ons. The one I have right now is the Lena add-on that has 6 little diamonds, and I love the size of this. I love that it's noticeable, yet it's a very wearable. I don't really ever take this necklace off unless I train and I can't wear any jewelry, but besides that, I keep this on no matter what I'm wearing. Even if I have sweatpants on, I feel like somehow it goes with it. I personally think that a necklace is one of the best gifts that you can give, mostly for Christmas, because it is something that anybody can wear. They don't need to have their ears pierced. Not a lot of people wear earrings, but a necklace, I feel like everybody loves a nice, elegant, luxurious necklace. If your loved ones don't know what to get you for Christmas, you can go to Idyl and actually drop a hint. So you can pick the pieces that you like and kind of send it to them just in case. So those are the Idyl pieces that I'm wearing at the moment. I think they're absolutely gorgeous. And I do have a 10% off code with them. It is Tania Wells 10. And I will make sure to link everything down below, all the add-ons and the studs that I have. Now let's move on to some luxurious makeup. Let's start with foundations. I don't have any primer that is luxury that I felt that was worth being in this video. So I have 3 foundations. One is this Tom Ford Architecture Soft Matte Foundation. Now, I'm pretty sure this came out this year. I'm 99% sure. I love this product so much. I haven't used it on camera as much just because it is a little bit fuller coverage, and it's one of those that will stay on all day long. It's actually the one I'm wearing today, and it is evening time, like what, 8 o'clock right now, 8:34, and I've had this on since this morning. Okay, this makeup has not been touched up. The only thing that I've touched up is my lip and a little bit of powder. So this has stayed on all day. It is extremely expensive, but you do have the beautiful packaging. I love the formula so much. And to me, this is one of the best foundations that was released in 2024. I was about to say 2023. That is luxurious. This bad boy is $150. I did have a sale on it, so I didn't pay full price, but I think that is the most expensive foundation that I have to share with you guys. I did try the La Prairie foundation this year, which I love, but that was not released this year. So I'm going to do a different video of like the best products that I've tried this year, but I wanted to focus on new releases. The next foundation is a stick foundation, which is very surprising, but it is one that I have used so much since I discovered it, and I love it. This is the Dior stick foundation. I think it's called Dior Forever Skin Perfect Stick Tint. I have the shade 2.5, and it is a good shade for me. Wow, I have been reaching for this so much lately. I think much more now than I did in the summertime when it was released. And I think because my skin was a little bit oilier in the summertime, actually it was quite oily in the T-zone. Now it's back to being like normal dry. And this, I mean, did you see how that blended in? I think it is probably my favorite stick foundation that I have in my entire collection. It's a pricey thing, but it is worth the money. It is a beautiful release from Dior, and I think they knocked it out of the park. I even like the packaging. I've traveled quite a bit this year, even in the past few months, just little trips here and there, and this came with me every time. And then the other foundation, which is actually a skin tint that was released this year, and it was, I wouldn't really say life-changing, but it really has taken over my other skin tints, is the Lisa Eldridge Enhancing Tint. Now, I've used mine so much that all of this writing is gone. And I consider Lisa Eldridge luxury because of the price point and just overall kind of the vibe of the company. I was in between putting it in high-end and luxury, but I consider it still a luxurious product. But I don't think the packaging is luxurious. It's actually quite cheap, but the product inside, it is perfect. It is a tint, very liquid, and it's moisturizing, but it's not that oily, super glowy product. It kind of becomes natural on the skin, which is why I love this so much. I can build up the coverage a little bit. I do have two different shades, T6 and T8. T8 is my shade, and even now I feel like T6 could pull a little bit too white on me. Such a good product for those days where you feel like your skin is doing well, but you need a little bit of evenness to your skin, but you also feel like you want to feel moisturized. I think this is a beautiful product, beautiful release. Again, the packaging, mostly now that it's completely destroyed, does feel kind of cheap for the price, but I would absolutely repurchase that. I just catch myself in the monitor just looking at these earrings. They look so beautiful. Again, that's the bigger stud and the Bea. Absolutely gorgeous. Who wouldn't want that as a gift? For concealer, I only have one that is a luxury, and I adore it. It was released this year, and that is the Westman Atelier New Concealer. I have used mine quite a bit. I kind of shook it a little bit, but I'm kind of halfway done with this one. I have mine in the shade M2. I'm wearing this today, and again, I've had this makeup on all day. I do have a big old bump right here because I messed with something there. So this morning it was literally a huge bump. I feel like it kind of calmed down by the end of the day, but this is a beautiful concealer, fuller coverage. It's a little creamier and a little thicker than I expected it, but I love that about it. And honestly, there's not that many luxury concealers that I really love. I do like my Hourglass as well, but the other ones are more high-end in the 20s. But this one I really really do like it. I have to say that the new Victoria Beckham concealer, I do like it. I have been using it, but it's not a favorite. Like, I wouldn't go out of my way to repurchase it just because the price is so expensive for so little product. But this one, absolutely, I will repurchase, and in my opinion, is the best luxury release this year. I've tried the Guerlain as well. Didn't love it as much. Actually, didn't love it, period. I liked it, but not love. So that is the only concealer that I have. For powder, I do not have a favorite powder this year that's luxury. I've tried a lot of powders, like the Makeup by Mario one kind of took over my Chanel La Prairie, but again, that one is not new on the market. So yeah, I don't have a powder to share with you. Now for bronzers, I have quite a few. I feel like this year was the year of bronzers and blushes, lots of releases. Let's start with one that I love so much. I don't feel like I talk about it much on my channel, but it is one of those that just gets used just in my makeup bag, and that is the Dolce & Gabbana bronzer. The packaging is beautiful, very luxurious, and then the bronzer inside, I think there's something about the color and the formula. This is matte, but it does have this creaminess to it. Can you see right there? That's how it looks on the skin when you put it on your cheeks. It's so creamy, very soft and blendable. It's a beautiful product, but the color, I really like it. Mainly on my skin, I feel like it's such a soft, I almost use this as a bronzer contour. It's so soft, and so you can make your contour slash bronzer look a little bit more realistic. I focused it more as a contour on my skin tone, but if I'm more fair, I will use it as a bronzer. I like it. I like the undertone. It's a good one. I think Dolce & Gabbana did really good with their makeup release, actually. And this, I want to say that this is my favorite release from Dolce & Gabbana. It's beautiful. By the way, I have the shade 02 Light Medium. This next one will not come as a surprise since I've talked about this so many times. It's the Armani Luminous Silk bronzers. These are massive. Like, look at that compared to my head. These are absolutely gorgeous. This is the shade 110. I only use this in the summertime when I'm tan. Right now, it's way too kind of red and dark for me, but the shade 100 is the one that I've used so much, and it looks like I haven't used that much, but I swear this is my daily bronzer. It gives you a massive mirror. It's dirty, but I do actually wipe this mirror and use it as my main mirror of the day. I love the formula of this. Again, it is quite creamy, but this one has a lot more glow to it. You can see right there, it looks quite golden. It doesn't look quite like that on the skin. It's softer, but it does something to my skin. It gives me a bronze without looking flat. You know, I would not use this as contour whatsoever. This is just one of those that you kind of put all over your face, around your nose, your forehead, even on your cheeks if you want a little bit of glow. This is a stunning bronzer. There's something in it that makes me reach for it every day. It's pigmented, and I didn't like that in the beginning, but the way it melts into your skin and it blends, I don't mind the pigmentation. I usually like products for my skin that aren't quite as pigmented so I can build them up. But this one is pigmented but very blendable, so that does not bother me. This is one of those products that became a staple in my collection, one that I reach for almost every day. Next, bronzer, blush, kind of face palette goes to Chanel. I think Chanel did fantastic this year. Not every release and every collection, but they released a few collections that are incredible. So I am talking about these right here. These are the Le Beige. They're Healthy Glow Sun-Kissed Powder. I have 3 of them, and these are fantastic. To this day, after 6 months, I'm still using them. I'm still loving them. I've used some today. This one right here is Light Coral. Then we have here medium rose gold. Look how messy that looks. That means I've used it a lot. And then we have the medium coral right here. This looks the cleanest, but I think this is my most used one. I think this one works really well for my skin tone. The first one and this one, they're so similar. You do not need both. So they're both beautiful. You just pick whichever one you want. But I love these so much. Again, these are one of those pieces that just ended up in my makeup bag because they're practical. They give you a big mirror. I like the packaging, the Les Beige packaging for me. It just feels so much more luxurious than their like regular packaging. I like the mirror, the size of it. You get 3 products in one. I'm a huge fan still to this day, and I think this was one of the best releases from this year from Chanel. It's incredible, beautiful. I don't regret this one bit, and I think these are permanent if I'm not mistaken, which is amazing. I hate talking about products that are discontinued. So yes, these are beautiful. I think those are all the bronzers this year. I enjoyed the YSL bronzers and other ones, but I just haven't reached for them as much as these, and I think these are just better. Now, here I wasn't sure if I should put Hourglass or not. I kind of feel like Hourglass is it luxury? I don't know. Is it more high-end? But I'm just going to mention the palettes from Hourglass. I love these so much. I think this is their best color story release that they've had so far. This is the dragon. I have the evil eye right here as well. Beautiful. And then I have the lotus as well. But yeah, this is just kind of a bonus because I wouldn't necessarily consider Hourglass luxury, but maybe they should. Maybe I should consider them luxury. Moving on to blushes. Chanel, again, did it this year for me. These from Chanel right here. These are the cream to powder blushes. I love this formula. Love this formula. This is very much loved. This is my most used one, the beige one. I have a dent in it. I love this one. I put this one under the blush that I had this morning. Again, I did not touch up my makeup since this morning. I didn't put blush, I didn't put bronzer, I didn't put anything. There's still some color there. Maybe we should, and I'm going to show you this bright color. Okay, let's add a little bit of this. I'm going to take a fluffy brush because this is quite pigmented. And we're just tapping here. Oh, stunning, stunning, stunning. I know I haven't talked about these much on my channel, but I use them. I use them so much since I did that video. These have been living in my makeup bag, which is why I probably haven't talked about them that much, just because they stay in my makeup bag, so they're not right here. I love the formula. I love that powdery, almost putty-like feel to them. I love the way they sit on the skin. I love their longevity. They have this glow to them. It's probably not quite as much as you see here. I think it's probably some of my oils coming through from this morning. But wow, such a beautiful formula. I think Chanel did great with these. I also think these are, I hope they are permanent. I'm not sure, but they should be. They should be. Let's add just a little bit of this pink one on top. Why not? The only thing with these is that you have to build them up. Not the red one, orangey one. That is as pigmented as they come, so you gotta be careful with that one. But the lighter one, the pink one and the beigey one, build them up a little bit, but once you do that, they're like blurring on the cheek. So beautiful, easy to use, just fantastic. Okay, we need a little powder. Taking my Jouer powder, I discovered this month and it's so beautiful. Just slowly buffing this to take a little bit of that glow away. So those are the beautiful cream to powder blushes from Chanel. Amazing release. I have the rose one, the beige, and the rouge. Stunning. We all knew this was going to be here. My Armani Liquid Blush, specifically this color. This is the 50.5. I think it's the pinky, peachy pink, something like that. But the formula is incredible. It's soft, it's blendable. It gives a little bit of glow, but it does set down. I also really like the red color. I think it's beautiful. Honestly, all the colors that they have are stunning. But this one is, I would say, the most unique out of all of them. Look at that shade. I think most of you expected this. But I also have the YSL Make Me Blush. This is the YSL's liquid blush. And with these, it was kind of a love, and I didn't know about that. And like, you know, it took me a little bit to decide if I really like them. But the fact that I keep reaching for them, specifically this color right here, I'm just going to put them in this video because I love how long lasting these are. I love the colors. Look at that pink. They are matte, more of a matte finish. Honestly, it's satin on the skin. It's not too matte. The only thing with these is that because they are more on the matte side, you just need to make sure you blend them quite quickly. You don't want to just put dots and sit there and then, you know, blend them 30 seconds later. You want to blend them right away because they will set. And once they set, they do not budge. They are there all day. So because of that, I decided to put them here because I do think that this was a beautiful release from YSL. I've been using them, reaching for them, and I really like them. But they're not quite as blendable as the Armani. So if you're into or starting to be more into liquid blushes, maybe try the Armani first. Moving on to eyeshadows, and I think this is where I have the most products, which is interesting because I don't feel like I wore a ton of eyeshadow this year, but well, I did. It was just basic. Let's start with Chanel because like I mentioned, I feel like Chanel had some really good releases this year that just became favorites, and that is their single eyeshadows. These are expensive. I want to say it's $40 a piece, but boy, did I use these shadows so much. This is the topper, the Blank Pearl, and I'm going to swatch it here. Can you see it has that kind of pink shift in it? It's beautiful. I use this to top on top of any eyeshadow, honestly, and it gives some dimension. It has very soft glitter. It's a beautiful, beautiful, almost transformative shade. Quite unique. Also, I'm going to share with you a couple other shades that I just adore. This one, I feel like it's everybody's favorite color. This is the Brune Talpa. I think this was available in the old formula, but they reformulated and made it a little bit more unique. It's still very Chanel and soft. It's not super sparkly, but it does have a little bit more dimension. And it's one of those taupey shades that you can put it all over the lid, a little bit in the crease, and it'll look like you put a little bit more purpley brown in the crease and a little bit more gray on the lid. It's a beautiful shade. I've worn it so much and usually get questions about this when I wear it. So that one is definitely a favorite. And then I do have two more shades to show you. I bought a ton when they released. I love them. This one, Brune Fauve 240, is probably my favorite and my most used one. Is this brown, but the undertone of this, it's stunning. You can see right there, it almost has a little bit of a red undertone, but it's not too much. It is beautiful, mostly with like darker eyes. Honestly, even green eyes, it will make them pop, but I love this one so much by itself all over. I usually smudge it on my lash line as well. It's so good. It looks boring. It absolutely does look boring, but it's probably my most used color. I don't want to say this year, but very well loved. And then I'm going to show you another shade that, again, looks boring, but it's so beautiful. This one is the Rose 228, Rose Charnel. And it's this beautiful peachy shade that works so well with my skin tone, with my hair. In the summertime, I wore this quite a bit, just kind of all over. Beautiful. These also have a tiny mirror here. Very expensive, very luxurious, but I love these. I actually don't have any big palettes in here. I barely reached for my bigger palettes, which is why I didn't include the Natasha Denona and those, just because I have not reached for them. I like tiny palettes, single shadows. It's just kind of what I like. Now let's talk about these beauties right here. These are the YSL quads. Some colors came out last year, but this year they brought 4 new colors, and I picked 2 that are my favorite. This one right here is the smokier one. This is in the 700. The formula of these, the sparkles, the toppers, the colors. I love these. These are luxury. Price point, yes, but also quality. Quality, packaging, everything about this is luxury. Probably out of everything, that one is the most worth it, just because you get the packaging that's so luxurious. You get the mirror, you get a formula that's incredible, beautiful colors, beautiful formula toppers and more metallics and mattes. And then the next one is 710, which is what I'm wearing today, soft look. Again, I did this morning. I want to say it was 9 o'clock in the morning. So I've had this on all day and it's still there. You can kind of see that I still have shadows on. So this is the sparkly shade that you see. How stunning is that? How beautiful. And then this brown, maybe I should add a little bit more of this brown. I'm going to take some, tap, and just fluff this out, smudge it. These are so beautiful, so effortless, you know, one of those shadows that you can have an impact, but it's also effortless. Then I'm going to take a little bit more of this shade and add in the center just to freshen up. That is the 710 quad from YSL. Chantecaills released my favorite collection, and that is the Cheetah collection this year. And I've talked about this multiple times. It's so beautiful. First of all, look at this packaging. Absolutely luxurious, stunning, everything about it. And then these are the colors inside. I feel like this is written Tania all over it because they're just my colors. Basic, simple. This is a beautiful kind of taupey topper. This is a stunning brown. And then just a cream color, like every other one. I don't buy a ton of releases from Chantecaills that are limited edition, but this one, I just had to. I had to, and I don't regret it one bit. I have a mirror here. I feel like I got so much use out of this. This was a beautiful release from Chantecaills. Not to mention that the formula is stunning. It's blendable. It's creamy without it being too creamy. Good job, Chantecaills. Last eyeshadow palette, and I feel like this shouldn't be in the luxury, but it is Dior. So I'm just going to mention it real quick. This is the Dior Backstage eye palette in Smoky Essentials. This is new to me. I bought it during the Sephora sale, so that says a lot, the fact that I'm including it here. I'm including it because it's Dior, but the price point is around $40 something, if I'm not mistaken. But the quality and the looks that I get from this, it's definitely luxury quality. You do not expect this to be Pat McGrath or Natasha Denona, super sparkly pigmented toppers and things like that. No, this is just a good basic smoky eyeshadow. I think these tones right here, these more burgundy colors that are a little bit cool tone, they make such beautiful looks. Just try them out. Those are all the eyeshadow palettes, but I do have more stuff for the eyes. These are more kind of one and done shadows. Let's talk about a new release from Armani. This is their eye tints in the shade 68 S or 89S. No, 68S. Now, let me tell you, I have worn this many times in a reel, in a story, just things like that. And the questions that I have about this, the messages that I get about this shade, like what's on your eyes, it's always this. It sparkles, like you blend it out and there's little sparkles all over it. You see? How beautiful is that? And it's just a one and done kind of shadow. Maybe I'll put a little bit of bronzer or something brown in the crease, just to kind of give a little definition, and then just smudge this all over. And the more you blend it, the more those sparkles come to life. And it's not too dark. So I think that this color is absolutely stunning. 2 more eyeshadow products and then we'll move on. This Westman Atelier trio right here has been so used, so loved. Wow, I love these so much. You can see the dent in this. And these are not old, like they were just released maybe a month and a half ago or 2. This one has been glossy. I don't know what happened. The formula is the same. It's just, see, if I blend it in, it all blends in. I think it's something with it sitting, but it hasn't changed the actual formula at all. It just gets this kind of glossy top layer and it doesn't feel wet either. So it's confusing, but look how much I've used this one. You can tell that they are loved. They are so loved. These are basic colors, but it does something to the eye. It's this matte formula that's almost putty-like, so it blurs the eyelid. They're so beautiful, and this is the darker shade. I usually put this on my lash line, but I have taken it all over the lid and slowly built it up. So this from Westman Atelier, for me personally, is an amazing release, very well loved. However, I don't think this is for everybody. I think you kind of have to like the formula. I did not like the other Westman Atelier formula. Those would crease on me, they wouldn't stay, and they would separate. I didn't like that at all. But the new matte formula is so much better. I adore it. And, okay, so this next one is, again, a new release. And it's not, I think, considered luxury, but the price point makes this luxury. And I'm talking about these Patrick Ta duos. These are $40-something, close to $50 once you add taxes. But look at these. This shade. Oh my goodness. This is luxury quality. Just look at the sparkles. Wow, I've worn this just all over my lid multiple times, and I feel like that's all I need, just this. I'll swatch the other colors as well. This is beautiful, but it's not quite as sparkly. This is more of not duochromy, but it has a shift to it. But this one, honestly, every color that I have from them is incredible. This one right here is Do You Know Who I Am? Do you though? And this is, again, a beautiful topper. It's so good, guys. This is worth the money. And then you get more of a kind of not coppery color, more of a orangey color. But it looks so intimidating here. But once you put it on your eyelid, it actually works. And I don't even love super golden tones on me. This is probably my most used one because it goes with everything. This is We Need Better Lighting. Absolutely stunning. And then the least used one is this one, which is very surprising. Talk to My Team. Just because I thought surely this is going to be the one that I use the most. But I think it's softer. At least this topper one is a little softer, and it has some pink in it, and I'm not disappointed in it, but I feel like I need the occasion to wear this. You know, I feel like the other ones are just so pow in your face, and then this bottom one also has this kind of pinky shift. Let's see, put it here, but it also pulls gold as well. It's one of those that it's pinky gold. and I just don't wear those colors quite as much. So if I were to pick one, it would be this one, absolutely, just because of that shade. And then second would have to be, do you know why? No, not that one. We Need Better Lighting. And I think this is just great because the colors are just so everyday basic colors. And then third would be this golden one, which I love. I absolutely love. And then the last one would be this one. But again, I would repurchase all of them. I think they're beautiful. What a great release from Patrick Ta. Okay, I think all we have is lips, and I do have some brushes to share. Let's start with the lip liner. Lisa Eldridge came out with her lip liners. These are the contour lip liners. I'm wearing today the 2N. Maybe we should touch up a little bit. I love these. Definitely not as pigmented as her other formula, but this is what I want from a lip liner. I want to contour my lips. I want it to blend in, to be malleable so I can move the product. This is perfect for what I am looking in a lip liner. I love all the colors. I truly don't think I have one that I don't like, and I think I own, if not all of them, I'm missing maybe 1 or 2 shades. The color 0N is probably my most used one because that's a true contour shade. I actually don't think I have it with me. Maybe in here. Oh, I do have it. It's in my little pouch. But this is the shade ON, and it is such a perfect shade for your lips. I can contour my lips. I can kind of define them, or I can change the shape with them. It's blendable. It is perfection. Another formula of lip liner, and this is true luxury. If Lisa Eldridge was like borderline luxury, high end, these Tom Ford lip liners are so expensive. These are, I want to say $48 each. And I would like to show you the packaging. Can you tell how destroyed this is? Like, I kind of feel like that's unacceptable for the price we're paying. They do feel nice, but all the writing rubbed off. Like, I don't even know which one's which. Well, there's a color there, but yeah, that is a huge disappointment for Tom Ford. They need to do better. But the formula, the longevity, the colors. So my 2 favorite ones are Irresistible, which is my #1 color lip liner, I think, in my entire collection. That is it right there. And then we have Reset. I think it's washed off. I think this is the 01, the more pinkier one right there. These will last on me all day long. All day long. I can shape my lips. I have to work fast with these because they set down like that. So this isn't like the Lisa Eldridge where I can kind of fake my lips a little bit more and take my time. These are, you put it on, you blend it real quick in, and you're done. You don't touch them after that. So I really like this formula from Tom Ford. Again, the packaging needs some work with the writing coming off. I mean, that is unacceptable. That's it for lip liners. I do have some lipsticks. Westman Atelier came out with her matte lipstick, and I adore it. I know there was kind of a mixed opinion with these. Some people loved them, some people didn't like them, thought that they were drying. I don't think they're drying at all. I love them. I love the color of them. My most used is the shade Lacquer. It is this beautiful kind of peachy shade, and I usually put this one in the center right here, and I feel like it just brightens up every little look that I have. So I don't go all over the lip with this one. I just kind of pinpoint where I want it, and I have to wear a lip liner with this color. But the other shade is Piquet, and it's more of a cool tone shade. Beautiful, extremely pigmented, and I really like the formula a lot, like a lot. I do have, I think, 4 or 5 shades. They're all beautiful, but these 2 are my favorite. There's some beautiful reds as well. Wow, stunning reds. Tom Ford reformulated their satin lip color lipsticks, and I like these more than the old formula. They're not quite as thick, So they're a little softer and they glide in on better. The color Spanish Pink is my favorite color, and I don't really reach for these colors normally, but I just love it. Absolutely stunning. Another release from Tom Ford are these skinny lipsticks. Now, you get ripped off with these. You pay so much money and you don't get a ton of product, but my oh my, do I like this formula. I like the packaging. It's luxurious, it's beautiful, and very well loved. This one here is 100-100. Probably everybody's go-to shade right there. Then we have Open Back. I think this is my most used one right there. It's a little bit more brown. And then Iconic Nude. No, this is my most used shade right there. Beautiful. I love these. I love these. There's something about putting this on. You feel so luxurious. It's tiny. It's precise. These last so well. They're nourishing. I love the formula. Are they overpriced? Absolutely. But we're talking about luxury makeup, and I think this was a great release. Just a few more and then we'll be done. Chantecaills released the Cheetah collection. We talked about the eyeshadow, but the lips, these colors from the Lip Veil formula are amazing. Again, my favorite release from Chantecaills. I have here the more nude shade right here. This is Wild Senna. This is pretty, beautiful, but this is not the one that's favorite. This one right here is my favorite, Acacia. Look at this color. This is fall in a lipstick right there. I love it. I love just adding some over everything. I have like 5 lipsticks on. Oh, beautiful. If this color is still available, go get it. I don't think anybody's gonna regret it. The formula is incredible. The color, you can sheer it out, you can build it up, you can have full pigment. This is beautiful. Also the packaging. Can we take a moment for the packaging? And it is magnetic. This next one is one that I picked up in Romania when I was visiting, and I don't know why I just didn't pick them up when they were first released. These are the Guerlain lipsticks, and I think they're just so overly expensive, and in the beginning the packaging seemed just too bulky. So this, you pull it out and there's a mirror in there. Now, this little mirror has been so handy for me, and I got so much use out of this one. The shade is 159. There's the tiniest writing right there. This is the shade. This was what I was wearing in the beginning of the video, whatever was left of it. This is the shade. Absolutely stunning. I tried many shades, pretty much all their nudes and more browns, and this was the one. I hunted for this color, I think in 3 or 4 different cities in Romania, because it was sold out everywhere. The formula is that softer, velvety matte. The color is stunning. I love the packaging. I picked up this rose one, but you can pick whatever little packaging you want. I even like the mirror. I feel like it's very practical because I have it in my purse. I can touch it up, and I actually do. I do sit here and use it. So I am loving this. This is definitely luxurious, very pricey, but it's one of those that I think it was an amazing release. And honestly, this would also be an incredible Christmas present. This is beautiful. And then the last lip product that I want to mention are these Armani Prisme Glass Lip something. I cannot believe how much I like these. In the beginning, I was like, these are fine, not worth the money. But look at this one. I've used this one so much. I'm kind of scraping the sides. This one is even worse. This is the 07. I don't know how much you can tell, but yeah, this is almost completely gone. And then the 06, this I haven't used as much as the other ones. I mean, I still used it. Why not add another layer? Still used it, but oh, I love the color. This is beautiful for fall. There's something about the formula. They feel so light on the lips. They're glossy, but they're not sticky. They last long. They're moisturized. I love this formula. I think the key with this is that it's so thin. I kind of feel like you put a chapstick that's a little bit oilier. I don't know. I'm describing that very, very wrong, but I do like the formula. I didn't love it in the beginning. I didn't understand the hype about it, but I went back for more. And as you can see, there's a huge dent in all of these because they have been loved so much. So this is another great release from Armani. I feel like Armani did a really good job this year with their releases, and Chanel. I feel like those two brands really stand out. And then the last thing that I want to mention is a brush, and I don't know if this is still available, but this is the limited edition from Refer. This brush is perfection. This is, if I were to create a brush for your face, it would be this. This is so incredibly soft, airy, as you can see. It applies all your powders, only powders, absolutely perfectly. I use this for bronzer, for blush, for highlighter. I literally wipe it in between, and I just keep using it for everything. Like I mentioned, I think they're sold out, but I heard that they're bringing it back. So when they are bringing it back, I am getting another one. This is tilted, as you can see, and it's so well crafted and expensive. I think it was around $100, but these brushes can go up for $200-300 for the quality that you're getting, for them being hand created in Japan, and it's a luxury in a brush. I love it. And that is it, my friends. Those are all the luxury releases in 2024 that I thought were the best out there. These are the ones that I reach for, that I use a lot. And don't worry, there's many more videos coming out with ranking. I actually am curious, do you guys want a top 5 in concealers, powders? Do you want that, or would you just like a just full-on video of my favorites from 2024? I would love to hear your thoughts on those. Make sure to let me know what are some of your favorite luxury makeup from this past year. Leave them down below. Let us all know. That's it for now, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.